Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you Fiesta Celebration. With the changing seasons, it's time to gather with friends, celebrate the season of autumn and the harvest in our own homes, and this design is perfect for that. For you collectors out there, you'll recognize the vessel, a traditional fiesta-ware pitcher. It's one that was gifted to me by my mother-in-law and I use over and over for arrangements. Then flowers, some beautiful orange lilies. Now one tip, when you work with lilies, you want to remove their pollen because that will stain, make the flower look bad early when it's still beautiful. So removing the pollen. Then from florabundance.com, some beautiful bittersweet, just stunning, great for the autumn season. Some leucadendron, gorgeous roses in that bicolor with yellow and orange, some grevillea, and then a tiny, tiny bit of magnolia. Just a little bit of that grade green that'll be fabulous with the orange. First in, the heavier base materials that will support everything else. A bit of the magnolia, cutting it down. Then I could use my knife as well to make sure it drinks, but it's so woody that sometimes it's better to go ahead and use a clipper. And another. You can also just break it, just like so. And setting it in. A bit of the grevillea. It has such nice draping. It follows the lines of the pitcher, coming outward and to the front. Weaving the stems together, creating a nest that then will support all the flowers. A little bit of the color throughout. Maybe the back side. And then maybe some more coming out to the front, helping to break the line of the container. Then lastly, a bit of the leucadendron, adding that depth of color, that really deep burgundy. Keeping it low so that the roses and the lilies will be the spotlight materials. But with each stem, as I place it in weaving, I'm providing greater structure to support the other blossoms. Maybe one more, sort of towards the center, just to fill it in. I save my lilies for very last because their petals are so fragile. It's easy to bump them, snap one off, and then they're not nearly as delightful. So I'm going to go ahead with a bit of the bittersweet. It has great draping qualities. Again, letting it spill out the pitcher, following the lines of the container. And then a smaller piece, draping over the front. Another, coming up through the back. They tangle together. They're so wonderful. Tucking it in. Then coming back with the roses. Removing the lower foliage. Don't need that. Looking for damaged petals. And then giving it a cut. Placing it into the nest. And now with everything in there, it just feeds in and stays right where I want it to be. Same thing. Oh, these are so exquisite. Filling in. Then just continue placing roses and bittersweet until you have the perfect design that just can be enhanced with the lilies. As you work with your lilies, you want to be very gentle. They can break so easily. So the pollen's already removed, lower foliage is off, then give it a cut and tuck it in where you've left a hole, like right here. It's a perfect spot. Just nestle it in there, being very gentle that the lily itself doesn't bump the other blossoms. Then coming back up through the top, giving it a cut. Finding again the perfect hole and nestling it down in. And then they're so fabulous. Maybe one more that's a little taller. Coming up over the top. Thinking about my height. giving it a cut, and then tucking it into place. Once the main arrangement is done, I go back and I gather a few more of the pieces that Lucy shared with me, and I can use those as satellites. Put them next to the design and then just using my leftover bits, tuck them in, adding a little more fun and frivolity to my Fiesta celebration. Now for more creative inspiration, look at our website, flowerschool.com, and you'll probably see this picture used in other videos because it's one that I love. If you've got questions, don't hesitate to pick up the telephone and give me a call. It's 1-503-223-8089. And of course, I'd love to see what you create. Go to your collections, create a design, photograph, and send it off to me. You can use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, @floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn. Have fun and do something you love.